is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is simply digital currency, okay? Digital currency, or what I like to call digital cash. How many like to have some digital cash? Yes, and how many are already collecting digital cash with YOcoin? Good. So that's all cryptocurrency is. It's digital cash, or money gone digital. Now here's what we need to understand. This is only going to happen one time. Money is going digital, and it's going to happen one time. And we are on the world stage right now, participating with some of the smartest people in the world in this great movement. That's what got me excited. So I looked at, when I was beginning to try to understand it, I said, what's the historical aspect? So I looked back 7 short years ago, 2009, when Bitcoin kicked out. When Bitcoin kicked out January 2009, you know what it was selling for? 1 penny. You know what it was selling for in January 2010, 1 year later? 1 penny. Okay, so it was a bit of a ride. A lot of people think it was like just up. No, it was a ride. But when I began to look at Bitcoin, I saw many people became millionaires and multi-millionaires with Bitcoin. Okay? And it was a matter of them tying into a trend. But a lot of people at the beginning did not think that Bitcoin would make it. A lot of naysayers said that Bitcoin wasn't going to work. As a matter of fact, they said that the people who use cryptocurrency, that they were kind of like a little dirty, like mafioso, money launderers. Anybody know those kind of things? Yeah. Now, guess who was telling us that story?
Bankers.
The banks. The banks and the government. And guess who's getting into blockchain now? The banks and the government. Okay, so when Bitcoin started, most people didn't believe in it. And one particular guy, he said, I'm going to show you that Bitcoin is worth something. He said, so what I want to do, anybody who will send me 2 large Papa John pizzas, I'm going to send you 10,000 Bitcoins. So this guy by the name of Laszlo, he offered these 10,000 Bitcoins. Somebody sent him to his house 2 large pizzas, right? And he sent them 10,000 Bitcoins. Can you read this? 4 years later, those were worth what? $5.12 million. How many wish you had sent the pizza? Okay? Another guy, Christopher Koch. Christopher was doing his thesis work, and he heard about Bitcoin, and he said, what the heck? I'm going to throw 27 bucks into it. $27 he put into Bitcoin 2009, and then he forgot about it. How many know this story? Okay, one person. Okay, 2009, and then he remembered. He forgot about them. He remembered, and can you see what those Bitcoins were worth 4 years later? $886,000. How much is that in rupees? How many? 6 score? Okay, sick. That's the key. So for me, I looked at the history of Bitcoin and the possibilities. So there's been some doubt whether YOcoin. When YOcoin launches, a lot of people doubting its possibilities, the same as they did with Bitcoin. Okay? And then I wanted to see who are the people who are investing in this technology. Who are the people that are already in the room? And I began to see some of the biggest players in the world were already here. Bill Gates said that Bitcoin is better than currency because you don't have to be physically in the same place. So Bill Gates told us that, hey, half of the world's population, everybody say half. Half of the world's population doesn't have bank account or access to credit cards. But we do have what? Smartphones, cell phones. And that's all we need to have to use cryptocurrency, right? Yep. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. Another guy out of the UK, which you guys are going to the UK, billionaire Richard Branson is a huge believer. He just had a meeting on his summit on his private island dealing with Bitcoin. He's already invested over 30 million bucks. And one of my favorite, Mark Andreessen, who is the co-creator of something called Netscape. Anybody remember Netscape?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's already invested over $50 million, and he's vowed to invest hundreds of millions more in this technology. So what's key about that is, number one, we know the Bitcoin story. Secondly, we are in alignment with some of the smartest people on the planet. The game changers on the planet are in this space, and most people don't know anything about it. I started talking to people in Canada about cryptocurrency, and I said, what do you know about cryptocurrency? Guess what they told me? Nothing. Don't know. How many of you found that in India? Have you found that?
Yeah, still.
Hello, have you found that?
Yes.
Okay. So what are the advantages of cryptocurrency? Number one, it's easy to use. Let me go over a couple of them with you. Why do we use it? It's decentralized. We don't have to worry about the banks or governments being in control of this. It's decentralized. It's outside the realm of banks. They can't freeze your funds. Okay? Secondly, it's easy to use. How many have used YOcoin yet so far? Do you put on the exchange? Okay, a few people. It's anonymous. We don't have to worry about all our personal details being released. It's transparent. All the transactions are featured on the blockchain. So we can see each transaction. We don't know who did it, but at least we know the transactions are there. And it's basically free from fees. So here's a friend of mine in Toronto, and do you have this in India? Do you have Bitcoin machines here?
Not yet.
No? We will. So this is in Toronto at a little hasty market. And you can see he's taking his smartphone. This is Ebenezer. He's taking his smartphone and he's using his QR code to buy Bitcoin. And then if we're in India and you had Bitcoin machines, we could hold our smartphone up to the machine and it would give us what? Rupees. Okay, to spend here. This is powerful technology where now it's just peer-to-peer, or we can operate outside of the banking controls. So let's talk about YOcoin. What makes YOcoin? So that was my process of discovery. Number one, what's the history behind cryptocurrency? Number two, who are the people that are investing in this technology? Number three is the next big breakthrough is YOcoin. Why is YOcoin the next big breakthrough? Yeah, let's give YOcoin a hand. And you guys have got to be proud of the technology out of India, from Calcutta, India. Let's give Banerjee and the whole team a big hand. Amazing. And all of the world is hearing about India because of Banerjee and the team here and you bringing YOcoin to the world. So you should feel extremely proud as Indians that all the world is hearing about how amazing Indian technology is because of what Banerjee and the team is doing here. Pretty amazing. Yeah, give yourselves a big hand as Indians. So one of the things that appealed to me about YOcoin, I like to send people to worldcoinindex.com. The reason I like it is because I don't want you telling me how much the coin is worth. How many have heard of companies that tell you how much their coin is worth? Okay, it happens. But what I love here, it's on the public exchange. So you can go there and you can see what the coin is traded for. Does that make sense? And what's different about that is because if you tell me your car is worth, in Canada, if Dave was going to sell me his car for $52,000, we have something called a black book. I can go to the black book and see what the average is and the pricing of that car, and then we come to an agreement based on that summation of your car. So much the same, the market is telling us what YOcoin is worth. So where are we going with this? Dave talked about an online shopping portal, which is going to be very similar to Amazon.com, only we're going to use YOcoin. Isn't that amazing? An online, offline merchant service that accepts YOcoin for payment for local retailers and online stores. Is that amazing? And we're going to be able to bring in the markets, right? We're going to bring in the retail stores. We're going to bring in the retailers, the merchants. How about this? a decentralized crypto bank that pays you high interest on your saved YOcoins. Is that cool? Woo! And this is what Dave was talking about earlier. This is BitQuick, which is our new revolutionary or sophisticated phone app that based on your geography, you'll be able to interact with merchants all over the world. So if you're in Hanoi, you're going to get different messages and different deals based on your geography. Or if you're in Delhi, you're going to get different deals and interact with different merchants. Does that make sense? So no matter where we are in the world, merchants can reach out to us and we can deal with them and get specials and deals. Okay? And why are merchants going to love this? I don't know if you know this, but in Canada, just recently, the largest retailer in the world, anybody who know who that is? Walmart. Walmart is the largest retailer in the world. And just a couple of weeks ago, Walmart told Visa, we're not going to accept Visa anymore. You know why Walmart is not accepting Visa anymore? They were paying Visa over $100 million per year in fees. So why are merchants going to be attracted to cryptocurrency?
No fees.
No fees. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's going to be a powerful event. So even the press is beginning to talk about YOcoin as a Bitcoin alternative. And here she is, she's called the smartest or the wisest woman of Wall Street. She was managing $13.9 billion for JP Morgan. And recently at a seminar, she made this statement. She said, people are asking me, how serious should I take this? She said, you should take this as seriously. I would take it as seriously as you should have taken the concept of the internet back in the 1990s. Woo. Okay? So how seriously are you going to take this? How seriously are you going to take this? Okay. Here's what I love. Let's talk about how we engage. Maybe you're here as a guest tonight. You don't know anything about cryptocurrency, or maybe you're wanting to learn how to explain this to people. What I love is there's two ways to engage. Number one, you can become a customer and you get a free account. So that's the first step. Open a free account with YOcoin. Number two, what you want to do is you want to fund the account or buy a YOcoin product package. Okay? And the product packages go from $2,000, $1,500, $1,000, $500, $100 down to $50. Okay? So you want to fund it. How are you going to fund it? We can do Visa, MasterCard. We can do bank wires. I think you can do, pardon me? Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is here. Okay, you can do that all to get yourself in. What I'm excited about, though, that's just on the customer side. So what I looked at, if you're just a holder of YOcoin, like Dave mentioned, and we see the value of YOcoin rise, are we all going to get rich?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, the second side of that is as an affiliate. How many of you have ever been involved in network marketing before? Okay, not many. Is that it, really? That's it? Okay, well, this is a powerful concept, and it's your chance to join a community of now over, 95,000 people. And as we generate income and wealth together, how do we do it? And here's what got me about the YOcoin opportunity. Here's what's special. Number one, there's no affiliate fees. Number two, there's no website fees. Number three, there's no monthly auto ship. There's no requirement. Nobody's hitting your card every month or getting you to pay something every month to be part of the deal. Okay? So that's special. And we get a chance to be part of the big financial future. So how do we maximize our life? How do we get to the next level? How do we start bringing in cash? How can we start making some serious money with YOcoin? Well, number one, everybody that you introduce personally, you get how much? 10%. And you don't just get 10% when they enroll, but any subsequent purchases, you also get how much?
10%.
Okay. Number 2, we have a 2-team commission plan. So as you enroll others and they enroll others, you begin to create what we call volume, and the company is going to pay you how much? 10% on all your team volume in the pay leg. Up to a maximum of $35,000 US per week. How many could live on $35,000 a week? Okay. That's what the potential is, and a lot of people in India are going to participate. A lot of people in Vietnam are going to be there at that $35,000 a week. And then number 3, which is probably the biggest bonus of them all. This is going to be where the biggest checks are generated, right here. Everybody that you enroll, the company's going to look at who you enroll and pay you a bonus based on their performance or their success. So the more people you can help succeed, the bigger your check is. They're going to pay you a 10% match on everybody's 2-team commission. Okay? So in other words, if somebody's earning $1,000 on the 2-team, how much are you going to earn? 10% is 100, right? $100 per week. Now, there's no limit to how many people you can sponsor. How many people here have sponsored more than 1? Okay. How many have sponsored more than 10? Wow. Okay. How many have sponsored more than 25? Okay, a few people. How about more than 50? Wow. How about more than 100? Okay, I see 1, 2, wow. Let's give them a hand. Amazing. Amazing job. Good. I sponsored one girl. She's at 278 people she sponsored so far. Whoa. Pretty good. So that's pretty amazing. So there's no caps. So imagine everybody you personally sponsor, you get 10% bonus. But everybody that they sponsor, you can also get 10% match on their check. And then everybody that they sponsor, you get a 15% match on their check. Now watch this, because I had somebody write me a note on Facebook. And he said, Rob, how do I make $1 million a year? How many would like to make $1 million a year? Okay. Here's what I told him. It's a simple plan. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not sharing it with you. That's the only response I get. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here's the plan. I want you to sponsor 10 people. And you're going to help those 10 people earn $100 per week. That's it. How many think you could do that? Sponsor 10 people and help them to earn $100 per week. Step 2. Help those 10 sponsor 10 who also make $100 per week. You ready?
Yes.
And then the third and final step, help those 10 sponsor 10 who make $100 a week. That equals 1,110 people in 3 levels. Just on your matching bonus, the last one only, it's $65,000 per month US. Plus, wait a minute, I'm not finished. $65,000 US per month on the match, on just a match. On the binary or the 2-team commission, you're at about $20,000 per week. That's $85,000 per month. And then let's forget about the fast start. $85,000 per month times 12 is how much? How much?
$1 million.
Over $1 million. And you got 10, 10, 10. How many can do 10, 10, 10?
Yes.
That's the program. Keep it simple. This is a simple business. The biggest problem we will have is trying to become experts in everything. Our job is this. We go out and we tell the cryptocurrency story, and that YOcoin is going to rise head and shoulders of every other coin in the industry. Do you know why? What? No, do you know why? The reason why is you and me. We are the difference makers. It's up to us to build the community. Banerjee can't build the community. He developed the coin. We are going to develop the community. So we would like to have 500,000 people by Christmas. Can we do it?
Yes.
Okay, that's our job. So I want you to focus on 10 equals $1 million per year in income. Thank you for your time tonight. Appreciate it.